All right, so first thing you want to do is you want to raise, hit the high-low button, raise your chair up so you have access. You're going to be able to see, you have a stop panel here. It's just, we're going to add one also on that end, so you're going to need to raise this up. All right, so what we're going to do here today is we're going to take this pedal and move it to the front. And so what you're going to have to do is we're going to leave this stop here. We'll lock it down. We're going to take this pedal off and move it over here to the front side. So that's what you guys are going to accomplish today when we're doing this task. First thing you're going to need is your Allen wrench here, and you're going to need we'll give you a description on sizes and everything. This is going to be a little heat gun, just a little, I don't know if you guys can see that little flame there, but each one of these little pieces here have a set screw in it, and they're put in with red Loctite, so it's going to be very difficult. You can try to break them loose without using this heat tool, but it's most likely you're going to need it, so you don't strip those out. So basically you have one here, one here, one here, one here, one here, and one down there. So all those are going to have to be loosened up. So basically you take your heat gun, you stick it right on the set screw for generally about 10-15 seconds. Get it nice and warm. Then you want to take your Allen wrench, you put it in, and you want to begin to loosen that up. Loosen it up to where this right here will rotate around like this. Then you're going to have one on the bottom here. You'll do the very same thing. That should be hot enough there. Hopefully I won't get my head in the way. But you want to make sure you stick it in the hole and loosen that up. Getting that in there. There we go. Make sure that's loose. And the set screw's loose, and you'll see this piece. See how that right there slid out? So that's the way you want this to be able to move. Now, while you're doing that, these two are 7/16, a 7/16 socket and a 7/16 wrench. You'll have to loosen this piece up here. Take it off. I'm going to take these off. Basically, you're just going to have your washer and your bolt there as well. So each one of these right here, you see this one right here is loose now, can move. I'm gonna try these right here. You can see these right here actually moved without having to heat them up, and sometimes that happens. Once they get loose, you should be able to slide this around. Then you have one more down here. Can you see this one from there? Okay, so we're gonna put your heat on it. About 15 seconds. You loosen it up to where that can slide. Now what that'll do is it begins to loosen your bar. You can see the bar slides. So we're gonna first slide this way first. And we're gonna take this one off. I don't know if you have to take it off, but just to be safe, I went ahead and took it off. Then sometimes you're gonna have to tap it through. Let's see here, we'll take something like this. I'm gonna come on this side. And we're gonna tap this through here. Just lightly tap it. If you have to do a lot of banging on it, you're gonna mess this up and it's gonna have a hard time getting back through the wheel. So you kind of wanna try not to do that unless you wanna do your best and not have to hit it too hard. You're gonna take these off. Remember the angle. So when you put this on, you gotta remember that this angle is straight up and this angle right here is at a 45-degree angle. So if you put this piece on and it's too far down or too far up, you're gonna have a problem in the locking system. So we take this off. I generally lay it exactly the way it was put. Then we slide these off. Sometimes you got to persuade these, they're not that excited. Okay, so we're going to put this one right here back on here, same angle, and then we're going to put this one back on like this, and we're going to put our shaft collar back on and then slide it back into. Okay, now I'm going to tap the other end because we got to slide this piece on that side. Okay, so right now the wheels are in a lock position, so you want to make sure this is in the lock position when it goes on, like that. See how it's kind of a little bit down? Okay, we put our shaft collar back on. Then we're going to tap this right back in, make this even. Even, it's pretty good. All right. Yep, so now we're looking good. Then we want to come back to this side. You want to do your shaft collars first. I generally put these where they're on the outside so it's easier to get to. Some people put it on the top, so it's up to you, however you want to do it. But as long as you can get to it, it's the main thing. And because you heated it up, it already has red Loctite in it. It will actually begin to get, it'll harden back up just like as if you put red Loctite in it from the first place. If you don't heat it up and it comes off, you'll need to reapply red Loctite to it. Okay. Then we slide this one back and we tighten this one back up as well. I'm gonna have to get my head in the way for a second. So. Okay, so that's nice and tight. I'm gonna go ahead and put this back on, just so you put this in, you have a plastic washer you put in between the metal, and then you put these in like this. When you get ready to tighten this up, you want to make sure you don't put it really, really tight, not mega tight. You just want to snug it in. You should be able to turn it like this with your wrench. So if you see this piece right here moving, see how easy that right there is? It's tight, but it's not like tight. That allows this to move whenever you unlock it. If you go to lock this back and forth like this, and it's hard to move, it's possible that you got this right here too tight. Just lighten it up a little bit. All right, so this right here acts as your stop. It hits this metal piece, so we're gonna tighten this up. Just put it right in the middle, anywhere. As long as it's on this bar, it's fine. Just keep it in the middle. Keep it together. We tighten this one down. Okay, nice and tight. And then we got this shaft collar here we're gonna tighten up. Then we put this where you want it, however close you want this. Maybe not too close, about right here. Be all right. And you're gonna tighten these down. Okay, so these are nice and tight. Last thing you want to be able to do is we're going to put this plate on. As you see, you had one in the back. This just guards the place. So first of all, I'm going to drop this. Make sure I put this in the right spot. All right. So we're gonna go right here. So bring that up. Okay, so this is where I'm gonna put my, let me get my drill ready. It's number 2. You can put this on with or a square bit as well, number 2 square bit as well. Nice and snug. Then we raise it back up once more. Come on. And this is to put little pan head screw in here. That will do it. There you have a lock and unlock.